It's really wonderful explanation with the help of Charak Samhita mainly, and the way you have explored one by one in simplistic way, because it's not possible for other person who are not from Ayurved background read Charak Samhita and understand the whole aspect what exactly Acharya Charak wants to tell us. And it's beautiful way how our Ayurved has explained that the Paraloka Ashana, that is the third desire, that relates with our topic, that is Garbhasanskar and all the life on this planet Earth. So with this, yes, I have written book and I'm doing this practice. But sir, you are my guru and
And
senior.
Dr. Nutan,
I cannot.
that is a very wonderful book.
Thank you so much. It's a blessing received from all the gurus like you and the divine power. It's not me who is working, but yes, going ahead, sir has given me a lot of responsibility now. Speaking in front of him, speaking in front of student, it's really easy job. But speaking with teacher, it's a difficult one. But anyways, thank you. So what I feel like Garbha Sanskar, which I always teach to my student, many of you are already done my course. So here to fulfill this the after death, the desire and the our to leave some kind of your impression behind, and everybody wants that the best version of your you have it, and the your child must do something in the world where even after you pass away people will remember them. So like we have now Swami Vivekanand, we have been remembering Shivaji Maharaj, we remember Rama, we remember Krishna. So they are, means even if we are not, we haven't seen them directly, but still we believe, right? So similarly, we need to practice those things which those mothers have done, So I would recommend all of you to read what exactly Jizabai has done before giving birth to Shivaji Maharaj, you know. So also there is a Bhuvaneshwari Devi who have given birth to Swami Vivekanand. So we remember those great personalities, but we forget the mother who have given birth. So I would like to tell you, everybody here who are listening now and later on also who will watch this video, please try to read those great mothers biography or the reading what they did. Number one. Number two is people think that Garbha Sanskar should be started once you are pregnant. But in my book, I have written that Garbha Sanskar should not be started once you are pregnant. It should be started right before you know, thinking about your pregnancy and conception. It's a couple decision, starts in the mind, it's a brain. This is the 6 feet organ who does everything for us. So both the couple needs to have that similar thought for going ahead with this conception. So that thought creation should happen first, and you should later on start talking with each other related to what exactly you want to do and what is your desire, and both the thoughts should match. And then once you start talking to your partner, then you can go ahead with taking action. Like the first action nowadays we can think of, okay, let's go to the gynecologist or obstetrician. But when you go, when there is a difficulty, when you are trying and not happening, then only you will reach to doctor. Otherwise, many times it happens accidental conception, it's not the choice. So Garbha Sanskar is actually the choice of that couple giving birth to your desired child. That is what my opinion, and that's why it should be started from working on yourself first, because many things we are not aware about, that a lot of toxins which are already present in our body, and we don't know them. So we need to identify first what's wrong in our body and the mind. So we need to go ahead with the cleansing therapy. So in Ayurveda we give panchakarma, like going ahead with Vaman, Virechan, and then Basti. Basti is the king of the practice of this panchakarma. and nasya, because nasya works on your whole this sense organ and internal. It is called as, nose is called as one of the saptadwar, it reaches to your brain also. So nasya treatment works. Basti works on your pelvic region, right? And Vaman and Virechan, they removes that toxic amount of the kapha and pitta respectively. So like that, we work on the excess part of those dosha if we have, and that might be creating some obstacles. So we need to first get lighter, okay, physical level with the help of this panchakarma. Then once you are, okay with that, the toxin free, then you can start rasayan treatment. Rasayan means improving your rasa dhatu. So in Ayurveda, we call rasa means the first part, that extract part of food which you have taken. And that becomes, your first dhatu, that is rasa. And then this rasa get converted, and essence of all the dhatus form that shukra dhatu, that is bija, sperm and ovum, which sir has already explained what is that. So first, if you have some problem in rasa dhatu, then there is always difficulty in the consequent dhatus. So it's important, you need to pay attention on your diet. So food which you are taking, that needs to be, corrected, and conscious way of eating need to be developed. Now, number 3 is, it's diet doesn't mean only physical diet here. Now we have done the work with the help of all this panchakarma or shatakarma in yoga we do. So that body will be, fit. You are taking care of your food habit, but then it's a mental diet also. It's important what exactly you are watching, with whom you are, spending your time. So that really affects our mind. So our company, so try to eliminate those toxic people around you, because many times our thought process, maybe you both of you, thinking of having conception, but the community in which you are living, they might be, giving you some kind of thoughts. Okay, there is no need of having baby, there are a lot of problem, and yesterday I was having Insta live talk with one of my students from Dubai. She was telling me that DINK means double income, no kid kind of, things which is going on in Western country. No, so you should have lots of money. Means like sir said, Dhaneshana, we are working on Dhaneshana. But what is next if you are not having no kid? Means the parlocation, again you have to come back on this planet. Right? So kind of thing that don't get, your thoughts get filtered with those community. So we need to understand, if you entered in the married life, then obviously it is, you're bound to have to, give this planet earth one life at least, so that the species on this planet earth will be continuing. If you are not married, that's a different things, but if you are married, then you are already bound to this duty for the life. Now the next is lifestyle. In the lifestyle, we should have practices like yoga. If you're not yoga practitioner, then also at least you can sit with yourself, nurture your thoughts. That is very easy. Reading or hobbies which you might be having, just planting or gardening, that will also help you to understand how the crop grows. So that's way you feel, mentally very good and happy. So in the end, what Ayurveda tells, that Saumanasya Garbhadharana, working on this whole pattern, you will create that Saumanasya, that is the calm, quiet, and the serene state of your mind. And that will happen with the help of some music. Now music should not be like the very much, loud and, making you dance. That's okay. Sometimes weekend, some party you are attending, that's fine. But here, in terms of Garbhasanskar, or in terms of creating that platform for your baby, obviously you need to, start listening to some mantra. Now, I'm not telling here directly chanting mantra, because chanting mantra, again, you need to learn from the person who have already know how to chant mantra. There is a difference between mantra and music. Mantra has a lot of vibration and the effects, okay? But the music, yes, music also has effects, but mantra has a power to, go more deeper. than the just simple music. So it's important, you need to chant mantra with the help of some guru or the teacher who knows how to chant those words. Otherwise, just simply go ahead with listening of those mantra and repeat those listening every day. That's the way you are creating that neural network in your body. And the neuroendocrine system, that is our nervous system and hormones, they get coordinated, and both together they acts on our muscle. And our muscle, that is the reproductive system, it's come under smooth muscle. So we need to give that vibration towards those muscles. So that is how the neuromuscular coordination happen. So here, how those simple, just listening mantra, and choose one mantra and repeat that. You don't need to n number of mantra to be chanted or listen. Choose one mantra which feels that you feel connected, and then go on chanting that. And that's the way you will create that platform. And then there is a Garbhadhan karma, which is given the topmost, important in Ayurveda, that couple needs to, when they plan. So there is a ovulation time. You should know scientifically. You should visit, obviously, then you can visit together to the gynecologist or your obstetrician, because you need to understand that fertile period. So that fertile period will give you idea, okay, when you can start communicating with your partner in intention of creating that baby. And that's the way your doctor will explain you about your fertile window, and then you can go ahead with this Garbhadan karma. Now, creating that Garbhadan karma, you again in your bedroom, you need to create that vibration. So again, environment has an impact. So you need to have the dim light, cool music, where you feel more the love vibration should be there. So sir has explained nicely last time, there is a the sex should be, the strong powerful sexual intimacy should happen. If you need to just allow that sperm and ovum to meet together, and that excellent that egg should be coming forward. So those are the things. And later on, once conception occurs, you should not stop these practices. Obviously, you should continue a lot of practices which will nurture your pregnancy. So first 3 months you should not you should take care. Most middle trimester is basically, it's a good time where you can add on some practices. So I have created in my book 3 years yoga module, that is how you can first stabilize your pregnancy, and then so later trimester how you can strengthen your pregnancy, and the last trimester how you can create the space of that in the womb, so that the baby can rotate and delivered without much pain. And it should be mainly, we aim for vaginal delivery. So this is how means my way of working with the couple. There are a lot of things, but since time is less, so I would not like to take much time. I would like to ask all answer means the questions from the participant who are listening us. You can ask us question, me and Dr. Milind Patil, both, whatever you have in your mind, and so that we can take it ahead in this discussion. So thank you so much for listening patiently. And sir, thank you for allowing me to speak with you here. It's really pressure for me, but thanks. Yeah, I hope I
Good.
have cleared. Yeah.
We really got the practical aspects of the whole thing. Yeah, go ahead. So everything boils down to quality of Rutu, Kshetra, Ambu, and Beach. Okay, and that's how we look at the whole process of giving birth to healthy children.
So any question? Hi, Sri Vidya.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, what I've experienced after I've done this course with you, when we talk, that is my experience. When we talk about, the couple, they should detox themselves, talk to each other, prepare themselves mentally. What I find is still they don't have that belief. They feel I'm talking some nonsense, I'm insane. So I feel before we even talk about this Garbhasanskar, this reality of how important it is, because now people, husband, wife, both are working, and people don't want to invest that much time. Like everything is, they want fast. And sometimes I also feel personally like anywhere I see there's a lot of this autistic children is on the rise. So I don't know if that is also one of the factors where, and so much of fast food, people are working, people don't want to cook at home. So is it that one is they're not mentally prepared, and too much of outside food are these are the contributory factors for having so many autistic children on the rise?
I think Dr. Milind sir can answer this question.
Oh, can you repeat the question? Because I was offline for a while.
Yeah.
Some problem in my connection.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Doctor, can you hear me, Milind, doctor? What I find is, doctor, I did my Garbhasanskar course with Dr. Nutan. And generally, when I talk to people about, first, before even they can conceive, they should be mentally like prepared about the detox process and all. It's very hard for people to believe. And also, what I find is there's a lot of rise in this number of autistic children. Because working couple, people don't have time to cook at home, they just eat. And I think a lot of junk food intake. So is it because of all this, lifestyle, these junk
Yes.
does it have an impact on giving birth to these autistic children?
Maybe, most possibly, you are very right, ma'am. And there is quite a huge research. If you have not very healthy lifestyle, you are giving birth to autistic children. And that is very much there. See, just try to understand. Am I audible there? Hello?
Yeah. Just in between, it just...
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A little bit problem is there, but we can hear you, sir.
Just think of a very simple analogy, doctor. The human being wants to live. And if I am following unhealthy lifestyle, I will be diseased person. And then in that case, even my progeny will not wish, will not desire, will not be able to live a very healthy life. And that's how all the disorders of progeny do occur. So we do really see, we understood that concept of epigenetic modulation for healthy thing. Now, very same epigenetic mechanisms will work if you live unhealthy life. Okay, so if you live unhealthy life, unhealthy epigenetic mechanisms will result, and that will affect the growing fetus and the next progeny. So it is cause and effect. You live a healthy life, you have a healthy progeny, you have bad habits, you will naturally have. So it is the cause effect.
Okay.
That was quite a good question. And this rise in autistic cases is just because of unhealthy lifestyle. Yes, Dr. Nutan.
Yes.
Any question?
So, yes, any question? Manisha, Kritika, Rachna, Shilpa, yes, go ahead. Please feel free to ask this question because we have very good expert here, Dr. Milind Patil. So don't, leave him without question. Just ask and get clarity.
Doctor, I know he's a friend of mine. He's a male friend who's got married, but he is a 40 plus, like maybe 43, 44, and his wife is 37. Okay, now we always have this big question in our mind, like what, especially our parents, our grandparents have been saying this, when you are beyond that age, then pregnancy becomes a problem. Dr. Milind is offline again, ma'am, I guess.
Hello.
Doctor, are you there?
I'm there, but then there's some connection disturbances. Go ahead. I listened to whatever you say.
So,
hello.
now that, yeah, you can listen, you can hear, right, doctor?
Yeah, go ahead.
So now that they have got married so late at the age of the lady being 37, 38 and the boy being 43, 44, they themselves are very confident that there won't be any problem if they are going to try for a baby. But since I have learned this Garbhasanskar course with Dr. Nutan, and we have discussed, she has discussed so many things, pros and cons, and many things we have learned in that. So looking at those studies, we think, a person, the married couple should be more careful, at least when they are of this age, not at the young age, but at least when they are at this age, they should be a little more careful. And when he started chatting with me about this, because he knows I have done this course, he just wanted to take an idea like how it is and all about. And when I started sharing, there is every possibility that there might have some, I didn't want to put any negativity over there, but I just wanted to make him a little more cautious that if he is going to try for a child in near future, it's better that he and his wife should be more careful. He can take some guidance from any counselor like us, any advisors like us. But then we find that many of the patients like him, not patients, I would say many people like him, the way I have this friend of mine, they're very confident there won't be any problem as such. But then we can't 100% we can't tell them that there will be a problem or there won't be a problem. We can just guide them or say, there is every possibility, plus minus anything is possible. But sometimes we feel that they are not ready to take any counseling sessions from people like us. So I don't know how to go about this.
Okay, Dr. Nutan did explain about some Panchakarma methods. And even Charak Samhita's 8th chapter describes purification, all Panchakarma methods before the couple engages into intercourse. So that way, if we can recommend and that if we can counsel the patients or the couple this way, that okay, you just undergo Panchakarma processes so that we make your body devoid of malas and doshas and you are ready for the future. It will be taking a chance, but then this is quite practical way of explaining them. What do you think, Dr. Nutan?
I can understand and relate with Shilpa. Like people don't think, don't take this that much, sincerely, where when it comes to, giving birth to baby, they don't feel like it's okay. It can happen, whenever we think and it will happen. So they take it as a granted, so that's why we are doing this work. And like Shilpa and all the yoga teacher who have done this course, it's quite impossible for you people to convince them. It's better you can tell them just the thing that okay, you can go ahead with the counseling or consulting some doctor nearby to you. It's better always to have a precaution. Prevention is always better than cure.
Right.
So if you're going somewhere and if you just stuck in the traffic, how we have navigation nowadays, map, so give them simple example. Don't go into deeper saying word Garbhasanskar and all, because that feels heavier on their brain because they are not aware about it. Now this science because you learn. So it's always better to tell them in a simple way. If you know how to go ahead on this road and there is a traffic, so you can in advance you can plan, okay, I should not take this road, I can take different road so that where the traffic is less and I can reach faster. So like that we can tell them in a easy way. I think this way you can guide them and navigate them towards the expert, whoever they feel have faith. And you can also offer second thing, that if you don't have anyone, we have one with us, that is Dr. Nutan. Means I'm not saying myself expert, but at least somewhere I can guide them, okay, what to do. Or you can tell them buy book, read first. understand first, or gift them, it's a gifting purpose also. It's good. Somebody who is getting married nowadays, marriage season is going on. So you can gift this book. They will read together. They will find the wonderful gift. So that's the way we can help. We cannot, tell each and everyone and keep convincing them what is Garbhasanskar and what, and we cannot also give them that, fear in mind. Okay, mujhe problem aa sakta hai, kind of thing. No, it is quite possible. Everything will happen absolutely all right in their life. And they will come back to you, kya tumne bola tha, and all that. It's better not to, give them fear, as well as just don't get stressed up you also, that we can be, just convey whatever information and knowledge we have, and just share what we know. And decision is always there, and consequences also going to be their part of life, not our part of life, right? Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, one question. It might sound silly, but I wanted to ask, is there any specific reference given in the Sahitas relating to Garbhasanskar? Because all the references that I'm finding is scattered everywhere. So any specific reference? Because my seniors have been bullying me. So I wanted to ask.
Dr. Milind, sir.
Yeah, chapter Charak Samhita, there are references for Garbhasanskar.
See, all the chapters which has been, sir has told beautifully, and I really love the way he has explained. That is what, when I started, reading again this Charak Samhita, okay? College में जो read किया था, वो सब कुछ इतना मतलब perspective वो नहीं था. हमारा ही mind उतना clear नहीं था. But now when we reread those Samhita, we get a lot of wisdom now, because after some practices and after going through so many, practical patient experiencing their problem, then you can relate with those sutra, and it gives you more understanding and wisdom, same sutra. Read again and again, that will help. So each
specific mantras are given in Jati Sutriya chapter.
And you have my book, so I have done work for all of you, all Ayurved doctor, okay? So I would recommend a doctor like Sanjana, who is young doctor and learning and getting excited with this course and studying more deeper way, bringing Kashyap Sahita and every day. You will be the person who will, now whoever bullying you, after ask them to meet after 10 years, and you have answer, so that's what my reply to your question. Yes, so everything is there.
Read everything.
And Dr.
Everything
Sanjana,
is there.
Dr. Sanjana, no question is a silly question.
Yes. Yes. She is Ayurvedic doctor, sir.
Okay.
She is currently, doing this course with me.
Okay.
Almost she has completed.
Correct.
But yes. Yeah. So thank you so much. I think if there are no questions, we can conclude this session. It's a wonderful evening, Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us. And once again, Dr. Milind Patil, thank you for your valuable time.
Thank you, Dr.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, Rachna.
Yes.
Is there any question?
Yes. Yeah, I just wanted to ask that gestational diabetes is a reason for premature delivery.
Yeah, at times. Yes, okay. At times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how?
Yes. Sir, how?
How? I'm not really sure, but then see, carbohydrate metabolism is wrong. And then it may lead to even premature delivery, etc.
Actually, we have done one session of Dr. Milind Patil.
At times, they can't complete the pregnancy duration, 9 months.
Okay, sir. If you remember, you have done one, one lecture in past related to diabetes. So I think, Rachna, I can share that video of Dr. Patil related to diabetes. So my answer to this question, there are chances, because in diabetes, what is important is that imbalance in the sugar level in the blood, right? So there might be reason, due to the pregnancy, it is happening because you are having extra intake of carb, fat, and everything. Plus, there is a overload on this insulin, and there is a digestion problem is there, metabolism problem is there. That mother is also need to nourish baby. So there are a lot of process which are happening inside that mother's body. And if mother is having that immunity and the ability to cope up with all those physiological changes, I think there is not a problem, because I have consulted a patient and they have delivered absolutely on time and without any complication. So it is not always, like sir said, at times, sometimes it is possible if you don't maintain your diet and lifestyle, if you detect this gestational issues,
You
and
need
it
to
mostly
you need to take care of yourself during
yes.
gestational diabetes, because
So
diabetes, as you know, the OJ is disturbed, and OJOS is everything in the body.
yes. Now, when you will, Rachna, if she is not from
Yes,
Ayurved background, she may be, not knowing what is Oja. So it's a kind of extract of all the dhatus, like extract of everything, the prana which we have. So that is what Oja means. So when you take care, I always feel like whenever some problem comes in, maybe whenever you are pregnant or you're not pregnant, but that problem literally, help us to be a more conscious in terms of our diet and discipline and lifestyle. And in pregnancy, definitely you become more aware. So take it as a blessing, and try to follow all the discipline in the food intake and the lifestyle. So I think there will be no issue if any gestational problems are there. There are some yoga practices we have where we can literally keep this sugar level in balance. If you practice regular yoga, you will have that sugar balance, and there will be no issue in your baby also.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Ma'am, just one question. Now, since we are all your students and people who are into yoga, we are aware of the science. So, is it I feel it's just my thought I'm just sharing. There were so many gynecologists around us. So this knowledge of the girl and the boy being mentally prepared and the detox process, I feel every gynecologist should encourage the couple when they go to them for the first time, because when the gynecologists tell, maybe they will have they will at least have some belief than we yoga teachers or yoga therapists telling them.
That's the part where it is important that we need to promote the integrative way of practicing this whole science of giving birth to baby. It's a kind of thing like first we need to train them, gynecologist also. We need to create one short course for them so that they start believing. So there are a lot of work to do. Okay, I know yoga teacher also facing problem. You can imagine me, who have started just recently, but done, within 2 years, almost 1,000+ teachers are now aware about this Garbhasanskar and what it is, and how you can implement. So slowly changes will happen. We don't need to force anybody. We can't get depressed also because people are not able to do it or understand it. You might be feeling more excited once you do course and you enter in the practice, but try to maintain patience. Now it's been 20 years. After 20 years, I have started just recently understanding Ayurveda. And I can say that I know little. Means just the drop of Ayurveda, and I have just extracted one part, that is Garbhasanskar, and I'm trying to promote it with the help of yoga. So everyone, when they start taking one thing and talking one thing again and again, I think that is the yoga practice we do. It's not that just regularly you are moving limbs, that is yoga is just promoting one thing 1,000 times, and that will make you perfect. Slowly people will start accepting this. Even patient teaches doctor. So when that patient with whom you have consulted or told ki Garbhasanskar, then they will tell to doctor. Srividya is in Singapore, sir. So she might be having that issues. So in Singapore also, I have many student. She knows very well. So in Singapore, Dubai, and different country, it's very difficult to promote this our Garbhasanskar kind of things. अभी पहले जैसे आयुर्वेद योगा को जैसे फुल आयुष मिनिस्ट्री ने सपोर्ट किया है, तो योगा डे मनाया. So later on, nowadays again, COVID ने आयुर्वेद को भी सामने लाया. So Ayurved yoga has become, like each one across the world knows those two terms, that is Ayurveda and yoga. So my effort through this AYG Academy is making Garbhasanskar also attached to them like this. Every person should know Garbhasanskar. So let's do this together. That's the request. It's not that when you are finishing course and it's the end, it's our consistent effort to do that, right? Thank you so much. There are a lot of things. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.